Now for a special KBRF Radio Sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region timeout. The Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Viking Cafe and your Viking Cafe keys to the game. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Otters Hill Coaches. Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's. American Federal Bank. FM Bank. Service Food. Unsted Plumbing and Heating. Splash Express. American Legion Post number 30. Lake Country Graphics. LB Homes. And my Running Stitches. Now let's head out for the pregame.
So, there we go. We're good. All right. It's time for some Otter hockey tonight. From Crookston, the Lady Otters taking on the Lady Pirates in Crookston. I'm Mark Johnson. Dave Bishop is our game side engineer. The Otters coming off that win 2-1 over Sartell the other night and looking to get back in the win column. They're 9-11 on the season right now, 7-2 in the Central Lakes, 4-1 in Section 6A. Crookston, of course, from Section 8A, come out a record of 5-15. They're coming off a loss to Roseau, I believe, 7-0 the other night. They play a tough, good schedule up here, though. Play World a number of times, Roseau a bunch of times, and it's fun to get up here in Section 8. So Fergus Falls, last Thursday, the January 15th, lost in overtime to St. Cloud. Came back last Friday night to beat Sartell by a score of 2-1. So Friday night, they had a practice Saturday morning, and we're back at it here tonight. So look forward to this one. Again, the Otters right now 9-11 on the season. Again, this is a non-conference game, non-section game. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back. We are from Otter head coach Isaac Vattenstall. It is the Otters and the Pirates on AM 1250 KBRF, also streaming on the Fergus Falls KBRF YouTube channel and the Fergus Now app. Again, we'll come back with our coach's interview.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top-quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Unsted Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Unsted Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
It's Otter hockey tonight up at Crookston. The Lady Otters taking on the Lady Pirates. We're joined by head coach Isaac Vattenstall of the Fergus Falls Otters. Okay. And so we're getting to after tonight, there's 4 games left. It's hard to believe that, but a good win the other night against a very good Sartell team, and the overtime loss before that we played pretty good too against St. Cloud.
Yeah, they're tightening things up a little bit, and I think the teams that we have to play hard with, they're doing a good job of playing defensively and literally kind of shutting teams down in regards to their offense. We just have to start getting on the other side for for our offense. And it's not that we're lacking opportunities. We have a lot of opportunities. We just got to start capitalizing on them. And I think, again, if we get to that point where we get some confidence and get some of those goals started, I think those games will end up a little bit differently. At least my hope is.
No, that is for sure. I've seen this group play a lot like that. And, 2 wins against Sartell, and then we split with St. Cloud. But we're in a pretty good spot, for a decent seed, too, in Section 6A.
Yes, I think the biggest thing is getting 1 and 2 to be able to have that home ice for at least one of those games, and then hopefully head to Alec is kind of the goal. So being able to get that home ice, I think, was a very big deal.
Now we come up to play Crookston. They're a Section 8 team. They have 5 wins. I know they're a young team, but a team that has some good defenders on the back end.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a good game because, they play tough competition up here. I think any of these teams do. I know they just split with East Grand. They lost to them only 2-1 last week, and we battled with East Grand, so I think it'll be a fun matchup tonight to see what we can do to show up.
No, we got, with 4 games left. I know it's your first year. We're getting tuned up for the playoffs, but what are some keys, Viking Cafe keys to the game, but even keys to this last stretch here for the Otters?
Well, the one big phrase that we've been talking about is either increase your sacrifice or reduce your desire. That's been kind of the line that we've had the last week, starting in St. Cloud. And I think if you can increase your sacrifice a little bit, these girls don't want to give up. When they only have 2 weeks left, 3 weeks left, some of these girls have done, their high school careers are over. So, being able to give it all and go all out, 30 to 45 second shifts, short, sweet, high performance, making sure that we're playing well together as a team, so no individual play, and making sure we're playing good position. I think we'll have some good games here in the next 3 to 4 gearing up for sections.
And then the sections, talk about that a little bit. It's your first time going through that, but coach's vote, correct?
Yeah, I just found that out 2 days ago. I was wondering how that worked, just to make sure that I understood it. But between St. Cloud and ourselves, I think they have a little bit of a better record. They took Sartell down a little bit more handily than we did. So my guess would be that we'd probably be number 2, unless something else came up from it. But it's kind of interesting looking at it that way. But I think it's kind of cool too that they do it in a different way than most. So, yeah.
Is it fun to be up north of Highway 2 here? Having relatives up in Rosa, it's fun to be in Section 8.
I like it. I think it's just different hockey. It's a different feel. Just like we talked about when we're up in East Grand or when we're up in Thief River, it just feels different. It's a different type of play. They let them play a little bit up here. Not that it's overly aggressive or rough, but it's just they let you play hockey. And I think I've always enjoyed that, forever. So it's fun to be able to be a part of it.
All right, good luck, Isaac.
All right, thanks, Mark.
Isaac Vattenstall, head coach of the Otters, come back after this break.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals. Minnesota Motor. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, we're back here at the Crookston Sports Center. Really a beautiful rink here. I don't know if this is probably 20 years old or better now, but nice ice sheet here. And then they have 2 ice sheets to the north here, side by side, and they have a walking track around the inside rink. But let's take a look at the Crookston Pirates just to get some comparisons of some teams that we've both played so far. Crookston lost to Thief River Falls in their opening game by a score of 3-1, and then another comparable game they lost to East Grand Forks 2-1. That was early in the season. Lost to Moorhead 4-0. Beat Bismarck Legacy by a score of 3-2. Had a loss to Fort Francis 8-2. Lost to River Lakes. That's a common opponent of the Otters. The Otters beat River Lakes 4-3 earlier this season, and lost to World 7-0. They beat Rockridge 4-2. And continuing on, looking at Crookston's schedule, a win over I Falls 8-0. They beat Detroit Lakes 5-4. The Otters will play the Lakers coming up on the 27th. And then a loss to a very good Bemidji team, 9-2. Lost to World again, 7-0. And a couple of losses to North Shore and Albert Lee. Lost to Thief River 3-1, a team the Otters lost to by a score of 5-3. Remember, the Otters were ahead in that game 3-1 going into the third period. And then a loss to River Cities 8-2. And then they beat East Grand recently here by a score of 2-1. So a low-scoring game there. And then lost to Roseau by a score of 7-0. And so, yeah, we just don't know for sure what we're going to see here tonight. We do know that their leading scorer is Era LaPlante with 10 goals and 10 assists on the season. Pardon me, she's a second leading scorer, Adley Vignes, 15 goals and 6 assists. But the Otters played well in that win over Sartell, beating the Storm and Sabres in that one by a score of 2-1. Again, that was last Friday night. So a quick weekend, a quick turnaround. They had an 8 o'clock skate on Saturday morning and then back at it here tonight. We'll take another break and come back with more in our pregame show. It's the Pirates and the Otters here on AM 1250, also streaming on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF YouTube channel.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
We're back here as the Otters are in the dressing room following their warm-up. The Zamboni has done its laps. And again, our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Otter Tail Park Region Telephone. You see we have a minute 32 before the teams will come back out for the starting lineups. In the JV game earlier tonight, the Otters lost 2-1 in overtime. A tightly contested game. The lone goal in that one scored by Abby Schumann, but it was a very close game at that. But about, a couple minutes into the overtime was a one-timer into the slot, and Crookston beats the Lady Otters in overtime by a score of 2-1. It's going to be a busy week here on the radio. A lot going on, a lot of streaming games. We don't have Monday night games very often, but tomorrow night, boys basketball as the Spuds come to town to take on the Otters with Bob Rohr on. It's a streamed game and also on KBRF, and then it'll be girls basketball, Hillcrest at Battle Lake on KJ Country, and Jason Retzloff the call that one. And then Thursday, as far as the high school sports, a doubleheader. The Otters will go up to Brainerd. The girls will play at 5 o'clock, 4:45 pregame show, and the boys will play after that at 7 o'clock, and that'll be on AM 1250 KBRF. So we'll head up to Essentia Health Arena, and there's a streaming basketball game that night too, Underwood at Ashby, a good rivalry there, and that's a 7:15 start with Brad Anderson. And then in a radio game with Bob Rohr's Bold is at West Central area. There's a ton of games this week. And then Friday night, Otter boys will host the Alexandria Cardinals in hockey. And then on Saturday, the Otter boys will head up to Crookston, so we'll be right back up here in Crookston next Saturday for a 3:30 start, so a full schedule with that. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Hey, we're back here. It's now time for the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. The Otters are going to go like this tonight. In goal will be Olivia Juergens. Juergens is 6-3 on the season, an .870 save percentage, and a 3.33 goals against average. And on defense, number 6, Kenzie Zender. Kenzie is a sophomore, 2 goals, 9 assists, and 11 points. Her D partner is Shay Katzenmeyer, no goals and 5 assists on the season. And they'll start the Otters. They'll start the third line here tonight to start this game. Brindley Harris, a freshman with 3 goals, 4 points, and 7 assists, will center. Katie Berggren on the left, 1 goal, and that was that big game winner against Sartell with 0.9 seconds to go on the clock. And on the right side will be junior Ella Dirkman, no goals and 1 assist. Again, the head coach for the Otters is Isaac Vattenstall. And senior night here tonight. They're introducing their seniors, and they have some displays set up in the corner. And so that concludes your Nelson Auto Center starting lineups. Again, the Otters 9-11 overall, 7-2 in the Central Lakes, 4-1 in Section 6A. We'll take another break and come back with more on our pregame show.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Crookston Sports Center, where the Otters are taking on the Crookston Pirates. In the Otter starters tonight, Olivia Juergens in goal, defenseman Kenzie Zender and Shay Katzenmeyer, and up front, Brindley Harris, Katie Berggren, and Ella Dirkman. Those are your Nelson Auto Center starting lineups. The Otters right now averaging 2.1 goals a game, giving up 3.6. And as far as the power play, Otter power play at 14.6. And their penalty kill at 82.9%. Crookston, their numbers are very similar, 2.05 goals a game, so both these teams have struggled a bit to put the puck in the back of the net. Otters giving up Crookston giving up 4.8 goals a game, their power play at 8.6 goals a game, and their penalty kill at 76.8%. Things are really winding down here. The Otters will take on Brainerd on Thursday. Following Monday, it'll be Alexandria at home, and then a home game against Detroit Lakes. Then they'll go on the road down to Richmond Arena to take on River Lakes to close out the season. So the Otters looking to have a good showing here tonight on the road, and they're looking forward to this one. And they're introducing the Crookston players. They have some skaters with them, kind of similar to the Otter Buddy program that the Otters have. And so they're doing the same thing here tonight. So a long pregame. We're a little bit late getting going here, but we're close to 7 o'clock, 7:05 start, and it should be a good game here tonight. Again, Crookston only with 5 wins, but they've had some tough games. They play Roseville twice, they play Worrell twice, they played Bemidji, so this will be a good game here tonight. We are going to take a break, come back, we'll drop the puck. It's the Otters and the Pirates on AM 1250, also streaming on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRFradio.com YouTube channel.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Welcome back. That concludes our pregame show. The Otters gathering around head coach Isaac Vattenstall. And Olivia Juergens in goal here tonight. LSM started the last 2 games for the Otters. Down in St. Cloud, that 3-2 overtime loss and the 2-1 win over Sartell. In goal here for the Crookston Pirates is Madeline Abrams. Abrams 5-15 on the season, 4.72 goals against an .853 save percentage, and she does have 1 shutout. So we're set to go here, and the Pirates are going to win the draw. They'll tap it forward to the near side, picked up by Jensen Steiner. And Emma LaPlante goes in on the forecheck. She's got 10 goals on the season. Again, the Otters starting their 3rd line against the Pirates' 1st line here to start this one out. Kenzie Zendro picked the puck up, sauced it out towards neutral ice. Brindley Harris is there. LaPlante after it, and it's tapped forward and touched by Abel. And now picked up by Katzenmeyer. Now Katie Bergen with it. Katie will ring it off the boards. Otters trying to move it ahead. Hannah Johnson on along with Avery Tonneson. And also Aubrey Nelson. Otters will send it behind goaltender Abrams. Puck over in the near corner. Picked up along the half wall by Vignes. And Tonneson is there to meet her. Now Rachel DeBrito is going to send it in deep. And the Otters, Hannah Johnson will head off. On comes Maddie Brimhall. Puck over to the far wing. Brimhall had a goal against Sartell. The game winner by Katie Berggren. D it goes. Brooke Zierden tried to get it to Maddie Brimhall. It's going to be sent in. And it would have been icing maybe. There was touched by the goaltender Abrams. Battling in the corner there is Garrett. Could have been an interference call maybe on the Otters, but away with the puck now comes junior Bartram. Bartram behind goaltender Juergens. Picked up in the corner. Good strong play by Brooke Zierden. She had a really good game against Sartell as well defensively. Now to Brindley Scholl. Brindley Scholl assisted on the Maddie Brimhall goal. She dug the puck off the far half wall right in front of the visitor bench, and Brimhall scored on the rebound. Here's Brindley Scholl up the left side with Ashton Wohlers on her right. Shot, a save made there by Abrams. On comes Brindley Harris. Puck played below the goal line. Into the near corner. Over after it is Keely Garrett. She'll move it ahead now to Burnett. Burnett right below us wears number 11. Line change. On comes LaPlante. First line once again. Puck over the far half wall. Katie Berggren picks it up, gets it out to Ella Dirk, but it just hops over her stick. And it's set along the boards by Brecken. And LaPlante with a puck. Gives it off now to Bartram. Bartram drops it for LaPlante. Tapped away by Katie Berggren. Played back behind Juergens, where it's pitchforked there by Steiner. Steiner, sophomore, left winger. LaPlante will pick it up. Got it over. Number 13 is also Adley Vignes, the defenseman, with 15 goals from the blue line. Here's Berggren with the puck now. Or pardon me, Katzenmeyer. Shea will send it in. Hannah Johnson will go on the forecheck. She'll battle in the corner against Abel. Picked up there momentarily by, see if the Otters can control it. Kept in by Tonneson. Here's Avery. Makes a move. Avery Tonneson walks in. Sends a shot on it. Scores. Tonneson with the goal. Good. She had a turned over puck there, and Tonneson comes up with it. Avery steps in and goes low glove. And Tonneson for the Otters. That is Avery's 5th of the year. Time of this goal is going to be 3:04 of the period. So Tonneson with the goal. And again, that is her 5th of the year. We'll see who got assists or if it was unassisted. So an unassisted goal on the turnover. Vignes with it now. She's got 15 on the season. She's booking. Backhand out front goes right through the slot. She's a sophomore, very good hockey player. Now Hannah Johnson's going to pick it up. Here's Hannah up the left side. Hannah in the corner. Bothered there by Garrett. And now the Pirates are going to move the puck out of their own end. Played in on Juergens. She'll tap it over to the near corner. Going to be picked up there by Demerat. Tapped out of there. Otters are going to get a change here. And in where the puck comes Vignes. Got 15 goals from the blue line. Vignes pins her player up along the boards. It's picked up down low there by Bartram. Bartram in the corner. Maddie Brimhall. Head to Ashton Wohlers. Now to Brindley Scholl. Brindley leaves it there for Brimhall. Maddie with a shot through the slot. Looking for Wohlers on the back door. Here's Ashton Wohlers. Drops it for DeBrito, and it's going to pop out of the zone. Otters need to check back up, so Rachel will send it in. And Katie Berggren comes on. Brindley Harris comes on. Puck out to neutral. Looking for LaPlante. They're going to say it was no icing, that it was tipped. LaPlante below the goal line. Good job by Zierden. Here's Brooke Zierden right below us here. Brooke with good speed. Sends it in on goal. Oh, it just about went in there. Wow. Madeline Abrams was sent from a long distance there and just got her glove down. You'll see if you're watching on the stream, Zierden sends it, kind of to the surprise of the goaltender Abrams, but she does make the save. Harris will take the draw here against Kinsley Wangan, or against LaPlante, pardon me. Kept in. Zender with a shot and a blocker save there, or if you're in Canada, it's the waffle board. Comes out to Katzenmeyer. LaPlante takes it away. LaPlante up the right side. LaPlante from a tough angle, tried to feed it there, but a good play by Zender, and then the puck comes in on Juergens from a weird angle, and she makes a save. 1-0 Fergus Falls, an unassisted goal at 3:04 of the period scored by number 8, Avery Tonneson. Tonneson is out now with Johnson and Aubrey Nelson. Quick shot missed wide right of the net. Pops out towards neutral. Otters trying to move it ahead. Hannah Johnson sends it back now to Zierden. Here's Brooke with it now. Over the wing to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey has Tonneson up the right side. Avery with good speed is going to accelerate. Sends a shot there as she was being bothered by Garrett. Puck pops out to the near side, picked up by Dumera. Played back in by DeBrito. Otters will change. 11:22 to play here in the first period. Otters lead 1-0. Puck comes into the Otter zone. Rachel DeBrito is after it. She'll pick it up. Goes behind Juergens. DeBrito sauces it out towards neutral. It's picked up by LaPlante. She's going to log a lot of minutes. You can see that. LaPlante walking in through traffic. Sends it right side of the goal. Good play by Zierden. Off to Maddie Brimwall. Wings it out to the board. Comes right to the point. Shot there. Ripped from the point by Ryland Abel. And we're going to have a penalty. Cross check. And it's going to be on Brooke Zierden. So Brooke will go in for a cross check at 6:09 of the period. So a cross check on Zierden. Hannah Johnson, Avery Tonneson on the kill for the Otters, along with Kinsey Zender and Shea Katzenmeyer. Otters are going to control the draw. Now it's going to be picked up now by Steiner. Power play for Crookston only at 8.6%. Try to feed it out front. Picked up by Avery Tonneson, and she'll send it. So Avery Tonneson will send it the length of the ice. Hannah Johnson coming in on the forecheck. In the corner, trying to dig it out. Good hustle. Pass to the far side. Played in now by Christina Hershey. Hershey is an 8th grader. And slapped out by Johnson. It comes out the neutral ice. Here's Vignes with the puck. Vignes plays it over the line. Vignes sends a shot wide right of the net. Now LaPlante will pick it up. Otters on the kill here. Zierden in the box. Hannah Johnson gets a stick on that one. Goes into the corner. There's a shot and a goal from the point. And so a goal from the point. It's scored there. A power play goal for Crookston. That's number 7, Ryland Abel, and it's Abel's 3rd of the year. And this goal comes exactly 7 minutes in. Shot from the far point, finds the back of the net. Abel with the goal. Martin with assist. And here come the Pirates back the other direction. Picked off though by Hannah Johnson. Here's Hannah with the puck, still with it. Hannah coming in on goal. Hannah in traffic, side of the goal. Avery Tonneson sends it out front. Comes to Zierden now. Brooks going to look to shoot. That's tipped at the side of the net. Another shot by Tonneson. The goal's knocked off its mooring, so a good flurry there by the Otters getting pucks on net. Zierden, and then right there is Avery Tonneson. But Otters putting the biscuit on the net here. Net popped off. We're going to face off in the Otter offensive zone to the glove side of Madeline Abrams, the goaltender. Otters going to lose the draw. It's going to be picked up there by Garrett. Plays over the wing to Hershey, and she's an 8th grader. And then Shea Katzenmeyer will send it in. Vignes will pick it up. Vignes sends over to the near side. Off the stick of Steiner. Sent back in by the Otters. And out comes Brinley Scholl. And Harris. And Dirkman. Vignes lost track of the puck. She'll get it back though. She's got a good shot. Shot blocked by Zierden. Katie Berggren trying to move it up along the board. She'll bring it back to DeBrito. Off to center to Harris. Brinley Harris. And it's tapped away there by Ava Martin. Otters will get things set up. Pass over to Brinley Harris. Taken away, though, here by the Pirates. Down with the puck in the corner is Wangan behind the net. And it's dropped there by Zierden for DeBrito. Here's Rachel with the puck. Now she'll chip it off the boards. Pops out to neutral. Katie Bergeron after it. Good job by Katie. Official is sitting up on the boards there, letting the puck go through his legs. Hannah Johnson is on. Tonneson is on. Hannah picks it off. No, it's Avery. Avery Tonneson towards the goal. Has the goal in the game. Playing with a lot of fire. Here's Aubrey Nelson. Sends it out to Hannah Johnson. Quick shot, save made, rebound tipped. Otters with some good pressure. Here's Aubrey Nelson with it now. Still with the puck. Out for Kinsey Zender. Aubrey Nelson with it now. Sends it into the slot. Pops in there. Hannah Johnson. Shot, save made, rebound attempt. And the Otters are going to drop penalty. As Hannah was taken out of play, there's a shot by, so good job there by Hannah. Put some pressure on, drew the penalty. And then Avery Tonneson was there to put a shot on. A couple of good opportunities. So the Otter power play is on the ice. And the time of this penalty is 9:15 of the period. An interference call, I believe, on number 8 of the Pirates. That's Ava Martin. Otters on the power play. Crookston is going to win the draw. They'll send it, but yep, it's going to pop out to neutral ice. Rachel DeBrito off to Zierden. Here's Brooke with the puck. Brooke will gain the zone. Brooke still with it. Down the corner. Here's Brooke with the puck. Into the slot area. Pops out to DeBrito. DeBrito low on the ice. Shot and a goal for DeBrito. How about that? Rachel DeBrito from the point. Nice play there by the Otters as DeBrito gets the pass out high and scores for the Otter. It's 2-0. And for Rachel, that is her 7th of the year. So DeBrito's 7th of the year. It's a power play goal at 9:36 of the period. Get the assists on that here in just a minute. Here comes Katie Bergeron. So Zierden with the assist. And here comes Crookston trying to move it out to neutral ice. This is an 8th grader down there. That's Hershey. Battling there against Kinsey Zender. Oh, sure. Come on in. Zender with a puck now at neutral ice. Come on in. Oh, yeah. Bring it in. Comes back out to Ella Dirkman. Get a cup of coffee from her brother-in-law, Mark Hughlin. Good to have Mark and Angelica. What's hot chocolate? Puck in the corner. Picked up by Aubrey Nelson. Here's Aubrey with the puck. Still on it. Sends over to the near side to Zierden. Zierden shoots. That's going to be blocked. Otters tough on the forecheck here. Comes into the slot. Hannah Johnson with a backhand. That's drifted over to the corner to Garrett. Puck cleared out now to neutral ice. Well, it's good hot chocolate here, too. Crookston, there's an icing call on Pirates. They have the best popcorn. The other good rink with popcorn is the Pick, the Plymouth Ice Center in Plymouth. They have real butter on it, and the hot chocolate is very good, too. So, again, Dave Bishop is our game side engineer and doing a great job getting us set up here. Off the face-off, here's DeBrito with a shot. That's going to miss left of the net. It's going to be picked up defensively by Brecken. Plays up the near side. Picked off here by Zierden. Zierden below the goal line. Tried to send it out front. Otters out shooting Crookston 7-2 here. Battling behind the net. In comes Ashlyn Wohlers. Comes out to the point. One-timer. DeBrito fanned on that one. It's going to be picked up by Hershey. Hershey, an 8th grader. And neutral ice. A good play by Brindley Shaw on the back check. And then the Pirates are offsides. So Dave is to my right here, but he doesn't know that back in the day, so rate all the popcorn at the football places. And Ashby had really good popcorn. Yeah, a lot of places, but really good hockey popcorn here. Brindley Shaw on the draw here. Won by the Pirates. There's a shot on, and Jurgens makes sure of that one. Otters up 2-1 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. And again, a goal by Avery Tonneson, and then the goal by Rachel DeBrito. Face off in the Otter defensive zone. Puck comes into the slot. Backhanded in there, picked up by Zender. Here's Kinsey with the puck now. Zender accelerates, has it taken away, but is picked up by Dirkman. Ella sends it ahead to Brindley Harris. She'll have to check back up. And D it goes out to the right side. Here come the Pirates. They send it in. They'll get a change. And here comes Katzenmeyer. She will survey the situation. Good pass to Dirkman. She'll tip it in. Otters get a change. Aubrey Nelson's on. Hannah Johnson comes on. Here comes Avery Tonneson. Pirates try to break it out. Otters keep the forecheck on. Good anticipation by Avery. Avery turns back the other direction. Sends it back to DeBrito. Rachel skate up the right side. She'll chip it in and go for a skate. Hit the linesman, though. Now Rachel sends it in. Puck goes way over to the far side. Aubrey Nelson is there trying to move it ahead. And a good play getting out of the zone there is Logan Brecken. And Zierden will pick it back up. Zierden pass out to neutral. Backhanded there. Picked up by Zierden. Rachel, near side. Looking for Hannah Johnson. It's tipped in. It went off Crookston. Otters change all 5. You don't usually do that very often, but it happens. Here comes Vignes. Headman pass. Now to Burnett. Burnett will gain the zone. Zender battles. Now here's Maddie Brimhall. Now to Brindley Scholl. Back to Brimhall. Clean exit. Maddie Brimhall. Full head of steam. He's going to gain the zone. Brimhall with Wohlers. Ashen with it now. Drops it for Zender. Zender rips the shot. That's going to be directed up into the netting. 2-1 is our score here on the Park Region scoreboard. Otter JV team lost to Crookston in overtime 2-1. Face-off will be in the Otter D zone to the glove side of the goaltender Madeline Abrams. And the Pirates are going to win the draw. Backhanded by Brecken into the corner. Played out of there by Abel. Well, they'll keep it in. Sends it on goaltender Abrams. Directed into the corner. Ashen Wohlers. Hard on the puck. Below the goal line. In comes Brindley Scholl. Ashen Wohlers below the goal line. Taken away from her there by Brecken. Played to the near side. But kept in by, Zender. It popped. Now here's Katzenmeyer. She'll carry him it off the half wall. We picked up and played in over the line. And here comes a couple Pirates, and then Katie Berggren gives off to Ashton Wohlers. A little sloppy here at neutral ice now, and then sent into the Otter offensive zone. Brindley Harris, Ella Dirkman on, as is Katie Berggren. This line had a great game against St. Cloud, played well against Sartell as well. Puck out to neutral ice. Picked up there by the Otters. Ella Dirkman makes a play into the zone. Dirkman, good hustle. Ella will pick it up, sends it out to the point. Good job by Zierden getting over there, and then the puck, her shot was blocked by LaPlante. D it goes. DeBrito will send it in. That'll be an icing call here on the Otters. 2:34 to play in the period. Otters lead at 2-1 here on the Ottertail Telecom Park Region telephone scoreboard. And the face-off will be to the glove side of senior goaltender Olivia Juergens. And Hannah's going to win the draw, kicks it back to Zierden. Here's Brooke with the puck, bothered behind the goal line there by Bartram. Now picked up by Aubrey Nelson. And here comes Avery Tonneson. Tonneson up the right side. Tonneson towards the goal. Tried to get it to Hannah. Johnson will pick it up on the boards, gives it out to DeBrito. Rachel rips a shot. That's going to be tipped. That goes through into the near corner. Puck over the near half wall. Stepped in by Brooke Zierden. Aubrey Nelson after it. Vignes is going to pick it up. Vignes in the corner. Trying to play it out. Got to know where she is. She's a very good hockey player. 15 goals as a defenseman. Vignes is going to gain the zone. Still with the puck. Behind the goal line looking for someone out front. Still with it. It's going to rip one. That's going to be blocked nicely by Kinsey Zender and Hannah Johnson. Kinsey will skate it up. Otters get a change. Zender will gain the zone. Walks through traffic. Still on the puck. Kinsey looking for help in the corner. In comes Maddie Brimhall. Good hustle by Maddie. Goes over to the far half wall, and Martin picks it up. She'll circle it back. Poke checked momentarily by Ashton Wohlers. Good play by Brimhall. And away with the puck now comes Abel. Abel up the right side. And Katzenmeyer sends her into the corner. Centering pass out front on a stick of Wohlers. Now Brindley show back the other direction. Brindley will gain the zone, send it to the left of the goal. Wohlers is there. She sends a shot on goal, and Abrams makes a big save. A little back and forth here. Puck out on neutral ice. 1 minute to go in the period. Here comes Wangan. And the puck out to neutral now. Regroup here for the Pirates, but they're going to take it back in and gain the zone. Garrett with a puck. Bothered by Brindley Harris. Now it comes back out high to the point. Right below us here to Brecken. Played in the slot. DeBrito's going to pick it up. 34.5 seconds to go. Chipped in. Ella Dirkman after it in the corner. In comes Brindley Harris. Dirkman plays over to the far corner. And Hershey's going to try to move it out, but a nice play by Katie Bergeron. She'll send it back in and come off here with 14 seconds to go in the period. Puck behind the goal line. Johnson is on along with Aubrey Nelson. LaPlante now at neutral ice. Tapped out of there by Kinsey Zender. And then Hannah Johnson will give it back here, and that is the end of the first period, but a good first period of hockey it was for the Otters. Fergus Falls with 10 shots on goal. Crookston with 3 shots on goal. And the Otters get a power play goal from Rachel DeBrito. They get a goal, an unassisted goal, and a turnover by Avery Tonneson. And Fergus Falls leads it 2-1 on the Park Region scoreboard. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with our Minnesota Motor period break. Minnesota Motor Company located on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Welcome back to the not the Fergus Falls, the Crookston Sports Center. The score right now 2-1 in favor of the Otters. The Otters out shooting the Pirates here 10-3 in this one. And I got myself some hot chocolate here. My brother-in-law Mark Huglin and sister-in-law Angelica are here. My brother-in-law Steve Huglin and wife Mary are here, so it's fun to have those guys here, some aunt and uncles of Hannah. And they were a hockey family, no doubt. My brother-in-law Steve played for the University of Illinois at Chicago Flames in the CCHA, and my brother-in-law Mark played for the Gophers and then for the Fighting Sioux. So they're big hockey fans, and yeah, fun to have them for this one. So my brother-in-law bought me some hot chocolate here. All right, let's get to the scoring in this one. Fergus Falls gets a goal at 3:04 of the first period. It is the 5th of the year for Avery Tonneson, and that is a unassisted goal, made it 1-0. Then Crookston at the 7-minute mark, they get a shot from the point off the stick of number 7, Rylan Abel. That was assisted by Ava Martin. That made the score 1-1. Again, that was at 7 minutes of the period. And then Fergus Falls comes back and gets one at 9:36 of the period. It is the 7th of the year for Rachel DeBrito, and that was assisted by Brooke Zierden. Again, that was a power play goal, so the Otters with a power play goal in the first period. So good to get that one on the board. So 2-1 again as a score here on the Ottertail Telcom Park Region scoreboard. So again, shots on goal 10 for the Otters and 3 for the Crookston Pirates. Take another break, come back with more on our Minnesota Motor period break. Right now the score 2-1 Otters. Listening to Otter Hockey on AM 1250 KBRF and also streamed on the Fergus Now app and the KBRFradio.com YouTube channel.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Welcome back to Crookston, where Fergus Falls leads the Crookston Pirates here by a score of 2-1 on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. And Otter boys had a nice win the other night over Thief River Falls. Holden Stenson was our quality player of the game. He stopped 29 of 29 shots. And the Otters getting goals from Tanner Donahue and also from Parker Tilke and Chase Johnston. That was a good win for the Otters against Thief River Falls. And again, the Otter boys tomorrow at River Lakes. That's not a broadcast game, but Thursday night we'll have both games. The Otter girls at 5 o'clock, the Otter boys at 7 o'clock, and we'll have both those games for you on the air. I think those are both on AM 1250 KBRF. They're also streamed games, so it'll be a full slate of hockey this week. And the Otter girls here lead it by a score of 2-1 in outshooting Crookston 10-3 here in the first period. So a good start here for the Lady Otters in this one. We'll take a timeout and come back with more on our Minnesota Motor period break. Again, the score on our Ottertail Telcom scoreboard, 2-1 Otters.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to Crookston here. The Otters lead it by a score of 2-1 here after the first 17 minutes of play. And again, we had some of the future Crookston Pirate young gals playing out here before this one. A lot of fun to watch that. The last few Otter games, we've done that over the Christmas tournament, the boys tournament. Get a chance to see the future Otters play, and what a great thing. These little kids look up to these older kids. So the Otters right now, again, are 9-11. They're looking for that 10th win. Want to get back to that 500 mark here if they can in the next few games. Again, it'll be Brainerd on Thursday, and the Otters beat Brainerd at home by a score of 3-2 back on January 8th. That was a hard-fought battle at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena, but we'll head up to Essentia Health Sports Center. 5 o'clock will be the girls, and the boys will play following that. But in the Central Lakes Conference right now, Alexandria 9-0, the Otters 7-2, followed by St. Cloud at 7-2, and then River Lakes at 5-4. Brandon Falls at 4-5, and then Sartell and Wilmer both with 1 win, and Detroit Lakes winless so far in the Central Lakes conference. It's always fun to see what's going on in other games in the high school scene, and we'll check some of those between the second and third periods. But right now, Fergus Falls leads by a score of 2-1. I want to tell you about Running Stitches. They're the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Take another break. Come back with more here from the Crookston Sports Center. Otters lead it 2-1. Park Region, service beyond the connection.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Zamboni is doing its laps and getting the work done here as we get the ice ready for the second period. That was a good start for the Otters in this one at 3:04. Of the first period, Avery Tonneson picked off a pass, kind of out by the blue line, made a couple of nifty moves and beat the goaltender, Madeline Abrams' low glove side. So that was an unassisted goal at 3:04 of the period. Then Crookston gets one back. A shot from the point, from the right point, off the stick of Rylan Abel. And that goes, it finds the back of the net with one assist going to Ava Martin. Then at 9:36, the Otters get a power play goal as both defensemen on that defensive pair are in on the scoring. Rachel Brito, 7th of the year, with an assist going to Brooke Searden. Brooke just slid it blue line across, and Rachel does what she does so well. She shoots the puck. And again, the Otters go up 2-1. Otters out shooting Crookston again 10-3. So after tonight for the Lady Otters, it'll be Brainerd on Thursday. Another Monday game against Alexandria at home. And then it's Tuesday against Detroit Lakes at home. And then Thursday they travel up to River Lakes to take on the River Lake Stars. And then it is pretty much seeding time for these teams. The girls seed a week and a half earlier than the boys. And the boys still have a chunk of their season left. But playoff action, the Otters hoping to get back to the state tournament. And Tim Lowe took them there 4 times, I believe, and see if we can get back in that state tournament. And it looks like, as if you were to see the teams right now, it probably would be St. Cloud number 1 and the Otters 2, and then after that, Sartell or River Lakes and company. But the Otters have beat Sartell, Sauk Rapids 2 times, and they have split with St. Cloud, but St. Cloud right now might have the upper hand for that seed. We'll be back with more after this break. Again, the Otters lead it 2-1. Shots on goal 10-3 in favor of Fergus Falls. Again, Park Region, service beyond the connection.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe, with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Welcome back to Crookston. Between the first and second periods, Otters lead it by a score of 2-1, getting goals from Avery Tonneson and Rachel DeBrito. And Avery's goal was an unassisted goal, and Rachel's goal was assisted by Brooke Zierden. Talked about our section standings, and St. Cloud is 3-1 in the section, and Fergus Falls is 4-1 in section 6A. Northern Lakes 2-2, Sartell 2-4, and Prairie Center 0-3. And but I think as far as things go here, St. Cloud again with an overall record of 12-7. And we shall see how the seedings go. It's a coach's vote, but we could play with St. Cloud. There's no question about that. We lost 3-2 in overtime. Had some great chances in that game, but were unable to just win in overtime. But it was a great game down at the MAC in St. Cloud. So we look forward to the section play. And as far as Crookston, they're 3-6 in their section, and guess who's in first place in the section? Warroad, 17-3 overall, 17-3-1, and then Thief River, the team of the Otters, battled hard, ended up losing 5-3. We're ahead 3-1 going into the final period. They're 5-3 in the section, followed by East Grand Forks and Crookston. Then there's Detroit Lakes and I Falls. But great time of the year, a lot of fun, and we look forward to the couple more periods of hockey here. We had a nice drive up Highway 9. Thanks to Dave Bishop. He drove us here safely. I'll probably drive on the way home. And Indiana is up on Miami 3-0 right now. There we go. Yep, there we go. So let's pull for the Big Ten in that one. It seems weird to think of Indiana playing in the national championship. But hey, in the days of NIL and big money in college football, it's interesting to see. Things have changed a lot in the college collegiate sports world. We'll come back with more here as the Zamboni has a couple more laps, and we'll get both our teams back out. We'll get this second period underway, and the Otters lead it by us 2-1. We'll be back with more.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals.
Minnesota Motors.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to
Welcome back to the Crookston Sports Center. The Crookston Pirates hockey team also plays here as well. And a really nice facility. They have 3 ice sheets. They have the main sheet here, and then they have 2 sheets that are perpendicular here that sit side by side to the north, but it's a really nice facility. Boy, you got this and the Little Ralph. There's a place with a lot of seating. East Grand Forks is a nice old barn, too. We were up there earlier this year. Again, the Otters out shooting, Steve River 10-3 here in the first period. Lead it 2-1 as we get set for the second period of play. And again, some of you might be keeping an eye on that national championship game as the Indiana Hoosiers are up by a score of 3-0. How about some crazy football games yesterday? I caught the end of that LA Bears game, and just a finish there by Matthew Stafford, and after the interception and the drive, and big-time quarterbacks make big-time plays, no question about that. I want to remind you that our next broadcast, as far as the hockey games go, it'll be Thursday night as the Lady Otters will take on the Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors. That'll be a 5 o'clock start, 4:45 pregame show. And then on after that, it'll be the Otter boys taking on Brainerd. So there'll be a couple of good games up there in Brainerd for both our Lady Otters and for the guys. So look forward to this good week of hockey, and it's a ton of fun. And the Otter boys play Friday and Saturday, and we'll have more games on the air for you. Otters are back out on the ice. Again, our score 2-1 in favor of Fergus Falls. Crookston Pirates coming out, and we'll get things rolling here on period number 2. And again, the Otters get a goal at 3:04 the first period. Tonnison's 5th of the year. Crookston answers. It's the 3rd of the year for Ryland Abel. And then Fergus Falls at 9:36 of the period. Rachel DeBrito's 7th of the year, assisted by Brooke Searden. So here we go. Fergus Falls out shooting the Pirates 10-3. And they're gathered around their head coach, Isaac Vattenstall. And we need to have another 34 minutes of solid play here and get the work done here against Crookston. And so Fergus Falls now will be moving to my left as Avery Tonneson, Hannah Johnson, Aubrey Nelson, Kinsey Zender, and Shea Katzenmeyer come out. And it's going to be LaPlante, Hershey, and Steiner. And Fergus Falls Crookston's going to, the Otters going to control it. Here comes out to neutral ice. Good job by Avery Tonneson coming through traffic. Leaves it for Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey takes the puck down into the corner. Sends it out front, but it was tapped away there. Battle for the puck line, the goal line. Picked up by Hannah Johnson. There's Hannah with it. Trying to get it back to Aubrey. Aubrey at the goal mall. Going to pop out to Hershey. Poke checked away by Avery Tonneson. And a good job there by the Otters sending it back in. And Tonneson and Johnson get off. And on comes Maddie Brimhall. And here comes Vignes. Vignes through traffic. Makes a nice play. Wow. She's a very, very good hockey player. Now Shea Katzenmeyer, who's a good player herself, very good hockey player, sends it ahead to Aubrey Nelson. Then it's sent in by Maddie Brimhall. Otters lead it 2-1. Second period just underway here from the Crookston Sports Center. Vignes behind her own goalie. That's Madeline Abrams. Puck comes up to the point. Zierden in traffic. Plays it off the wall, off her knees. Brindley Scholl is on as well. Brindley in the corner. And the puck is picked up there now by Ryland Abel, who has a goal in the game. And it pops onto Vignes' stick. Good job by Brindley Harris. Brindley Scholl gets off. On comes Katie Bergen. Wohlers goes off. Dirkman comes on. Puck right below us. Sent back in. And we will get an icing call here against the Otters. Otters ringing off the boards, trying to get into the zone. But it's an icing call, and will come back into the Otter defensive zone. Olivia Juergens getting the start for the Otters in goal here tonight. And Aubrey Bartram is going to take the draw here against Brindley Harris. Draw is controlled by Crookston, but picked up by Katie Berggren. Right below us here, tapped over the near side, momentarily by Brecken. And Berggren sends it in. Ella Dirkman after it. Overskated the puck, tried to pick it up in the corner. Berggren back after it. And the Otters got to check back up as it was driven in there by Brooks Earden. Puck out to neutral. Onto the stick there of Maruska. Maruska up the right side, centers it. And a one-time attempt fanned on by Bartram. Now Hannah Johnson will try to pick it up, sends it back for Shea Katzenmeyer. Katz will reverse. Try to get it to Tonneson along the near boards. Avery out to Hannah. Hannah head to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey up the left side, walking in. Aubrey with the puck. He's going to pull it back, sends it down low to Johnson. Pops out to Avery Tonneson. And it's chipped out of the zone here by Crookston. Zender's after it. Kinsey behind the goal. And now Johnson's going to pick it up. Johnson now to Tonneson. Left side pass for Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey's going to hustle after it. It's going to come in on goal. And the goaltender Madeline Abrams will get on top of that one. We're going to face off in the Otter offensive zone. Fergus Falls leads it here by a score of 2-1. Maddie Brim will take the draw here against Emma LaPlante. Crookston's gonna, let's see, Otter's gonna win the draw. Wohlers has it. Side of the net. Brindley Show with an attempt there. Tap forward here by Vignes. Try to get it to Hershey. Sent out to neutral ice. LaPlante will pick it up. LaPlante gonna go play some Wyack hockey, it sounds like. LaPlante at neutral. DeBrito's there to take it away, and now it comes onto the stick of Garrett. Garrett up the right side. Sends one on net. Save is made, and Juergens will cover it here with 13:41 to play. And a 2-1 lead here for Fergus Falls. Shots on goal, 10-5 in favor of the Otters. Brindley Harris, Ella Dirkman, Katie Berggren on for the Otters. Defensively, Kinsey Zender and Shea Katzenmeyer. Off the face-off, controlled by Katzenmeyer. Here's Shea with the puck now. She'll circle back, runs into the official. Pops out front. That was just about an unfortunate situation of the official in the way of the play. Katie Berggren behind the net, picked up by Kinsey Zender. Zender, pass off to Ella Dirkman. Ella gains his own. Good job by Dirkman. Hannah Johnson will jump over the boards. Tonneson and Nelson as well. Puck now to the near side. Battle for right below us here. Avery Tonneson trying to move it out. Katzenmeyer goes D to D to Zender. Zender turns it over. Here's LaPlante. LaPlante walks in and scores. Zender tried to center it. It was picked up by LaPlante, so it'll be an unassisted goal. And it's 2-2. So the Otters on a turnover, and LaPlante gets her 11th of the year. An unassisted goal for Crookston at 4:02 of the period. So an unfortunate turnover there for the Otters, and it's tied 2-2. So 2-2 is our score here on the Park Region scoreboard. Face-off won by the Otters. Sent over. Aubrey Nelson right below us will send it in. Vignes. Johnson battling her. Here's Hannah with the puck. Sends it over to Avery Tonneson along the near boards. Hershey out of neutral. And backhanded in there by number 9, Jensen Steiner. Brooke Zierden after it. Hannah Johnson will come in and pick it up now to Aubrey. Aubrey Nelson going to circle back with it. Nelson with the puck. Trying to tap it forward. Here's a 3-on-1. 2-on-1. Aubrey Nelson up the right side. Shot there on a 3-on-1. Had two other Otters with her and decided to take the shot. And Otters with a golden opportunity there. Aubrey put the shot on goal with a nice save made by Abrams. Maddie Brimhall on the draw for the Otters. Controlled along the near half wall. Tapped by Ashton Wohlers. Crookston trying to move it out. Wohlers will get the puck back. Sends it back to Kinsey Zender. And coming after her is going to be Wangan. Kinsey Zender behind the goal. Shot there from the far side, back behind the goal line, picked up here now by Shea Katzenmeyer. And then Abel picks it up. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Here's Brecken with the puck. Now it's picked up by Brindley Scholl. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Otters. Brindley Scholl walks in. She rips one high. We got to find them some of those back doors here, I think. Good shooter, though. Good shot. Brindley Harris on along with Ella Dirkman and Katie Bergeron. DeBrito's going to pick it up. Sends it out high to Bergeron. Here's Katie with the puck. It's going to pop out now, and the Otters got to check back up. So a free pass here for number 10, Logan Brecken. Up the right side. Sends one in on Juergens, and Juergens will get on top of that. We'll get a face off in the Otter defensive zone with a score 2-2 with 11:10 to play. So a defensive zone face-off here for the Otters. It's going to be won by Crookston. Shot there, goes left of the net. Picked up by Ella Dirkman, tried to leave it for DeBrito. Rachel will come back and pick it up. Over to Katie Bergeron. Otters need to clear the puck out of their own end here. Katie Bergeron trying to tap it out, gets it to Harris. Harris trying to get it over to Ella Dirkman. Harris keeps it in. And the puck out to neutral ice. Dirkman will go back after it. Here's Ella Dirkman with the puck now at neutral off to Bergeron. Sent in by Katie Bergeron. Hannah Johnson and Avery Tonneson are going to go on the forecheck. Good job by Hannah. Takes on Vignes over the far side. In the corner of it now is number 9, Steiner. Out to the near side to LaPlante. LaPlante trying to handle the puck. Picked up by Katzenmeyer. Shea with the puck through traffic. Here's LaPlante with it now. Otters got to be careful here. LaPlante now to neutral. She'll gain the zone. Cuts through traffic, but it's going to be picked up here by Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey with the puck. Has it taken away by Zender. Zender tried to get up to Hannah on the near half wall. Hannah will settle it down now. Gets it ahead to Aubrey Nelson. Hopped off her stick. Puck right here at neutral ice and offsides against Crookston. Crookston with the offsides call. We've got a change here with 9:43 to play in a 2-2 score. As Crookston scores, Emma LaPlante's 11th of the year at 4:02 of the period. And 2-2 is our score. Face off at center ice. Otters going to win the draw. Brindley Scholl. Maddie Brimhall trying to get a hold of the puck. She'll set it below the goal line. Ashlyn Wohlers is there. She'll pick it up. Drops it for Brindley Scholl. Brindley with it now. Try to get into the slot. Good job by Maddie Brimhall. Now Brindley Scholl with the puck. Back to Maddie Brimhall. Back to Scholl. Scholl below the goal line. We've got to start getting pucks towards the net here. DeBrito with it now. She'll send one. That's kind of an interference call right here away from the play. And up the right side with it now is Ava Martin. Martin up the right side, walks in, shoots. That's going to be blocked nicely by Zierden. Puck's going to pop out to the near point. Played over to the far side. Now it goes behind the net. Zierden will pick it up, sends it to the near corner, but Ava Martin is there for the Pirates. Comes out to the point now to Brecken. Back to Martin. Martin rips one. That's going to be blocked by DeBrito. Puck still in the zone. Here's Vignes with it. She'll rip one and she scores. So Vignes with her 16th of the year. Pressure was on. Otters couldn't move the puck out of their end, and it's 3-2 Crookston. Time of this goal is going to be 8:25 of the period. And it's going to be number 6, Adley Vignes with a good hard shot from the right point. So an unassisted goal there for Vignes. Harris after it along with Bergeron. The Otters need to answer now when the Pirates get an icing call. So an icing call on the Pirates here with 8:19 to play. In the second period, a 3-2 score in favor of Crookston. Harris will take the draw here. Otters going to win the draw. Comes out to Shea Katzenmeyer. Sends it along the half wall. Goes down to Ella Dirkman behind the goal line. Katie Berger with the puck now. Sends it out to the point to Zender. Zender locks and loads. That's going to be tipped up into the netting. Up and out of play. We're going to face off in the outer offensive zone here. Otters outshot Crookston 10-3 in the first period. Now shots on goal 11-8. Otters still with a shot advantage, but a 3-2 lead here for Crookston. Hannah Johnson will take the draw here against LaPlante. Otters are going to, let's see who's going to control the puck here. In the near corner. Good play. Here's Hannah Johnson with it. Makes a good move along the wall. Sends it out front to Aubrey Nelson just off the stick there. Aubrey, in comes Tonneson over to the far side. And the Pirates come away with it. Out to neutral. Hershey, 8th grader. Up to right side. Pulls it back up. In the corner. Hannah Johnson will take it away. Gives it off to Avery Tonneson. Fergus Falls wheel in the other direction. Avery pass to Aubrey Nelson. Otters stay on side. Here's Aubrey with the puck. Let's get it towards the net here. Send it down below the goal line. Here's Hannah behind the goal line. Still with it. In the corner. Tried to go up to the point, but there was nobody home there. Pass near side to Brooke Zierden. Brooke will send it in. Ashton Wohlers, Maddie Brimhall will head after it. Otters trail 3-2 here with 7 minutes to play here in the first period. LaPlante just about turned it over, comes out to neutral. Brooks Zierden will send it, but not in. It went off of Aubrey Bertram. Then sent into the left of goaltender Abrams. They play it D to D. Vignes will pick up the puck to the right side. And Zierden played it back in. Pops out, kept in by Brooke. Brooke sent it over to Ashton Wohlers. Ashton out front to Maddie Brimhall. Shot, and a save made Maddie at point-blank range. And a nice save there. It was at point-blank range. Puck came over, and the Pirates are going to get a penalty after the play, though, as Brunley Scholl was dumped. Well, they got a penalty on Scholl as well, so we got coincidentals on Fergus Falls and Crookston. So 5-on-5 hockey here. Otter draw will be to the blocker side of the goaltender, Madeline Abrams. Hannah Johnson will take the draw here against Kinsley Wangan. Hannah's going to win the draw. Comes up to Avery Tonneson. Right side to Zender. Shot is blocked. Over in the corner. Now behind the net. Play to the near side. Puck down in the near corner. Picked up there by Katzenmeyer. Here's Katzenmeyer over to the far corner. Hannah Johnson is there. Circles back. Johnson with a puck. Through traffic. Still hard on the puck. Shot there from the point. Sent in by Shea Katzenmeyer. Battle for the puck in the corner. Avery Tonneson. She's brought down. The Otters are going to get a power play here. And the Otters are going to get a power play this time. A tripping call at 11:02 of the period. Crookston's number 15, Kenzie Wangan. So the Otter power play on. It's a good opportunity here for Fergus Falls. Their power play at about 15% right now. We're going to get that back up around that 20 mark. Hannah Johnson, Maddie Brimhall, and also Avery Tonneson, Brooke Zierden, and Rachel DeBrito. Face-off's going to be won by the Otters, but they don't hold the line. They'll have to regroup here. Brooke Zierden sends it ahead now to Avery Tonneson. Avery will pick it back up. Out of DeBrito. Rachel will gain the zone. She'll hold it up along, out high. Good job by Rachel. DeBrito with the puck. Now to Zierden. Quick shot. Goes over the far corner. Hannah Johnson will pick it up. Sends it out to Rachel. Gets it to Sedlone. Weak side. Hannah Johnson. Shot there. Blocked out front. Picked up by Maddie. Here's Brimhall with it. Wheels. High slot area. Ripson low on the ice. Sent into the corner. Here's Zierden with the puck now. Brooke battling it. Very strong on her skates. Gives it Now to Tani. Avery Tonneson below the goal line. Hannah Johnson comes in after it. Hannah will pick it up. She'll circle in. Hannah walks in. Low on the ice. Didn't get everything on that one. Then it's sent out by Crookston out to neutral ice. Rachel DeBrito. Now to Maddie Brimhall. Back over to the far side. It's going to be picked off, though. Otters can't get another penalty. You got 50 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Here's Hannah Johnson at center ice. Johnson with a puck. Up the right side. Down to Tonneson. Avery Tonneson. Avery with the puck. Tried to get it out high, but fanned on the pass out high. It's going to be picked up by Hershey. 31 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Hershey in the corner. Now Zender's going to pick it up. Otters have 23 seconds left. One more rush here. Here comes Kinsey Zender. Zender's going to gain the zone. Drops it for Berggren. Katie puts one on the ice. Tipped by Abram into the corner. Abrams. Here comes Aubrey Nelson. Still with the puck. Drops it back for Katzenmeyer. Shea sends it on goal. And the teams are back at even strength here now as Wangan is out of the box. Sent below the goal line. Aubrey Nelson after it. Scoops it up. Sends it out high. Shot there by Zender. That's going to be blocked. Katie Berggren tried to send it out to the point. Zender taps it below the goal line. Aubrey Nelson with it now. To Wohlers. Going to come out to Zender. Quick shot low on the ice. Just missed wide right of the net. Aubrey Nelson's going to pick it up. There's a backhand. That's going to go left of the net. Otters got the Crookston Pirates chasing now. Shot by Katzenmeyer. Rebound loose. Goes to the wide right of the net. The Otters can get a change while we're in the zone. Keep them on. Oh, and there's finally a cover. If you can get fresh legs out on the ice during that, it's huge. So the Otters now, with 2:58 to play in the second period, trail 3-2 on the Park Region scoreboard. Hannah Johnson will take the draw here against Emma LaPlante. Otters are going to win the draw. Middle to DeBrito. Rachel rips one. That's going to be blocked. Zierden with it now. Zierden trying to work it through traffic. Goes over to the far side. Avery Tonneson is there. They try to move it out. It's turned over. Avery with a shot and a goal! Avery Tonneson picks up a puck and buries it, and it's 3-3. Great job by Tonneson. And there she rips one back of the net, and it's 3-3. An even strength goal at 14:17 of the period. So Avery Tonneson, second of the game, sixth of the year. Unassisted as she picked up that loose puck. Here's Emma LaPlante with the puck to the near side. Played in now by Steiner. And Ridley Scholl gets it out. Ashton Wohlers. After it, though, is Vignes. She's a sophomore. Very good hockey player. Vignes at neutral ice. Through traffic. Into the corner. Still with the puck. Behind the net. Plays it back behind the goal line. After it now is Demeron. Comes out to the point. Quick shot there. Backhand. And Juergens makes the save off LaPlante's shot there. So with 2:01 to play. The Crookston first line comes off. And Harris will take the draw here against Aubrey Bartram. And here is Rachel DeBrito. Rachel's going to go for a skate. Good wheels. Going to run track for Wisconsin Eau Claire. DeBrito below the goal line. Tried to get over to Katie Berggren. She'll hustle back defensively. Up the right side with it now is Bartram. Good job by Zierden. Puck play. That was offsides, by the way. Brindley Harris will send it in. We're the minute 33 to play. Hannah Johnson comes on. Aubrey Nelson comes on. Puck right below us. Here's Hannah Johnson with the puck. Below the goal line. Side of the net. Battling there. Save made. Puck picked up by Bartram. Tonneson with it now. Avery's got 2 goals in the game. The other goal scored by Rachel DeBrito. Minute 10 to go on the period. Let's get another one before the end of the period. Picked up along the half wall. Sent out to Hannah Johnson. In the slot. Shot there. Save made. Out to Katzenmeyer. Shea to the right side. Zender. Quick shot there. It's directed up high. And it's cleared out of there by the Pirates. Just turn and wheel. They're changing. Get it up ice. Puck out to neutral ice. Katzenmeyer. 37 seconds to go in the period. Battle for the puck. Pops back out. There's going to be a penalty here on the Otters. There's a shot blocked. Rebound shot goes over to the far side. And we're going to get a penalty here on Fergus Falls, a tripping call. And that's going to be on Aubrey Nelson. So that'll bleed into the second period. Tripping call here at 16:36 of the period. So Nelson, that'll bleed into the third period. But the Otters tied it up 3-3 on that unassisted goal by Avery Tonneson. 24.4 seconds to go in the period. There's Vignes with it, shot there, low on the ice, side of the net. Olivia Juergens comes out and gets on top of that one and makes a save here with 17 seconds to play in the period. So 17 seconds to go in the period here. And here's the face-off. It's going to be won by the Pirates. Comes out to Vignes. Shot there. Good stick, though, by Ashlyn Wohlers. Goes over to Brito. Rachel trying to get after it in the corner. Pops out, and then Zierden. Oh, let's see here if that was out or not. They called offsides with 5.7 seconds to go. Then we have our Minnesota Motor period break coming up here in just a few minutes. Face-off is going to be won by Crookston. 2 seconds to go in the period. Shot there, and that is the end of the second period of play. The Otters had a 2-1 lead going into the period. Crookston ties it up 2-2. Crookston goes up 3-2, and then Avery Tonneson makes it 3-3, an unassisted goal, her 6th of the year. Shots on goal, 17 in the game for the Otters, and 11 for Crookston. We will take a break and come back with our Minnesota Motor period break. Otters lead it here by a score. Tied 3-3.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Crookston Sports Center, where it's 3-3 after 2 periods of play. And again, we're set to go here in just a bit for the third period. The Otters had an overtime game here against St. Cloud last week on Thursday night. Ended up losing to the Crush by a score of 3-2 in that one. Let's recap the scoring in the hockey game in the first period at 3:04 of the period. It's the 8th of the year for Avery Tonneson, an unassisted goal, and then Crookston at 7:10 of the period. 3rd of the year for Rylan Abel, and that was assisted by Ava Martin, made it 1-1. And then at 9:36 of the period, Rachel DeBrito gets her 7th of the year power play goal, which was assisted by Brooke Zierden. Crookston answers then in the second period with 2 of their own, making it 3-2 Crookston. So at 4:02 of the first period, it was the 11th of the year for Emma LaPlante, an unassisted goal. And then Crookston at 8:25 of the period, it was number 6, Adley Vignes, with her 16th of the year. Again, that was an unassisted goal. And then the Otters get one at the 14:17 mark of the second period. 6th of the year, 2nd of the game for Avery Tonneson. Great to see Avery putting the puck in the back of the net like that. Those were both unassisted goals, picking off some turnovers, just making some great plays. So Olivia Jurgens has done a good job in goal. Stopped 8 of 11 shots. And goaltender Madeline Abrams has stopped 14 of 17. That's where things stand right now as our Minnesota Motor period break continues. Right now, 3-3 is our score. We'll be back with more after this timeout.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Hey, welcome back to Crookston. The score is 3-3 after first 2 periods of play. And the Otters have to kill a minute 36 in the penalty to Aubrey Nelson, called with a trip late in the second period. And the Otters getting 2 goals from Avery Tonnes and 1 from Rachel DeBrito. And they lead it now, or tied again by a score of 3-3. Thursday night, more hockey on the air as the Otter girls travel to Brainerd to take on the Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors. That'll be a 5 o'clock start, 4:45 pregame show. And then the Otter boys, who are coming off a nice win this past weekend, 3-0 over Thief River Falls. That game will be at 7 o'clock. And both those games will be streaming games on the Fergus Now app and also on the KBRF radio YouTube channel and also on AM 1250 KBRF. And then following that, we'll have some more hockey on Friday night as the Otter boys will host Alexandria at home. That'll be a good one. That'll be a Friday night game. And then Saturday, it'll be Fergus Falls coming up to Crookston to take on the Pirates. And both of those games will be on 977, but also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF radio YouTube channel. But really important stretch here for both these teams. The Otters now, after tonight, have, count them, just 4 games left. Brainerd and then Alexandria on Monday the 26th. And then on the 27th, it'll be Detroit Lakes at home. And then Thursday, they'll take on the River Lake Stars. So there's not many games left. And the Otter boys, they're getting into the meat of their schedule right now as they will take on River Lakes tomorrow. And then Brainerd on Thursday. Then it's Crookston, Detroit Lakes, Sauk Rapids, Mayville, Portland, North Dakota, and then Wilmer, Sartell, and then Wilmer again. And then they end with Breck Wap. But the Otters have played well. Otter girls and Otter boys had a couple good wins back-to-back last Friday and Saturday. So we'll come back with more here again from the Crookston Sports Center. Again, the score after 2 periods of play, 3-3. And again, shots on goal in this one. Otters with 17 and the Pirates with 11, but the Otters will kill off a minute 36 the penalty kill as they start the second period of play. We'll take another break and come back with more here from Crookston. Again, 3-3 is our score.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to Crookston. We're between the second and third periods where the score is 3-3 here on the Park Region Ottertail Telecom scoreboard. And again, Fergus Falls getting a pair of goals from Avery Tonneson and one from Rachel DeBrito. It was 2-1 after one, and now 3-3 after 2 periods of play. And again, it's really a fun time of the year here as we look at some section standing in boys hockey, just to see how all our teams are doing in Section 6A. Sartell, they're 13-3, but they haven't played a section game, and they resection every 2 years. So we have Sartell in our section once again. Northern Lakes is 9-6 overall. They're 3-0. And then Prairie Center, 5-1, Wilmer 2-1, Fergus 2-1, and Morris Benson area 2-5, Breckwap 3-3 in the section, Little Falls 1-3, and then Wadena Creek 0-4. And so, but I think if you're to look at the strength of schedule and the different ones here, I think right now Section 6A would look like Sartell, Northern Lakes, followed by Fergus Falls in all likelihood. But still a lot of hockey yet to be played. That's boys hockey, and then Otter girls hockey. The Otter girls right now would probably be the 2 seed, as we split with St. Cloud, where we did beat Sartell twice, and those are really the top 3 teams in that section. So, but like I've been talking about, this goes super fast here as time moves on. And again, the Otters had 3:04 the period. Tonneson in the first period got her 5th of the year unassisted, making it 1-0. Crookston ties it up, makes it 1-1 at 7 minutes of the first period. 3rd of the year for Rylan Abel, and that was assisted by Ava Martin. And then the Otters get one at 9:36 of the period. The 7th of the year for Rachel DeBrito, assisted by Brooke Zierden. That was a power play goal. Then Crookston at 4:02 of the period. It is Emma LaPlante, an unassisted goal. And then Crookston at 8:25, an unassisted goal by number 6, Adley Vignes, her 16th of the year. And then an unassisted goal at 14:17, and that was Avery Tonneson with her 6th of the year. So how often does that happen? Of the 6 goals, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them have been unassisted goals. So yeah, so a couple of turnovers by either team, but good hustle plays and picking up loose pucks and finding the back of the net. That's the other side of that coin. Zamboni is doing its work, and again the score here 3-3 after 2 periods of play. shots on goal, 17-11 in favor of the Otters, and the Otters still have to kill off that minute 36 in the penalty left to Aubrey Nelson. We'll come back with more here from Crookston in the Otters and the Pirates tied 3-3.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals.
Minnesota, Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to...
Welcome back. Zamboni's getting her done here as we get set to get the third period underway in just a bit. But really nice rink here up in Crookston. And they have seating around 3/4 of the rink, kind of bowl seating, and then nice high chairs and railing where you can sit and eat, enjoy things. And they have 2 rinks that are perpendicular to this, parallel to each other. So you have one that sits east and west and 2 go to the north and south. But been up here for youth tournaments over the years and enjoying a lot of different things here. Again, Fergus Falls and Crookston tied at 3-3. And again, Otters just got to take care of the puck. And, they're all shooting Crookston 17-11. It was 10-3 after 1, but Crookston had a couple opportunities. The Otters with 3 penalties in that period, and this period penalty the Otters had late in the period will bleed over into period number 3. So Avery Tonneson with a pair of goals, and Rachel Brito for the Otters, and then for Crookston it's Vignes and also LaPlante, and also number 7 Ryland Awo. Take one more break. We'll come back and drop the puck here on period number 3. We're tied at 3 apiece.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Welcome back. Just watching, those who are watching our stream or listening on the radio, the Where to Eat segments with Zach Daniels and Dave Bishop. Wow. Makes me hungry. We had a little Taco John's on the way here. We'll see on the way home. It might be Mickey D's. We shall see. But officials are back out on the ice, and both teams will come out here momentarily as Fergus Falls and Crookston are tied 3-3. And as we look forward to the start of the period, so Crookston comes back out on the ice. The Otters will be back out. Here we'll drop the puck. And again, a really nice rink here. A good place to broadcast from as well. As at this rink, our son Peter was playing, and Jeff Young poked his head in the door and said, "Your son Andrew has broke his leg back at a bantam game." This was quite a few years ago, and I don't know, Jeff or Cindy, if you're listening, and Andrew broke his leg. He caught a bad edge there, but his older sisters, Taylor and Emily, were there to help them out. And then we went on to World the next day and then came back as Andrew stayed at Tim and Paula Peterson's. That's what the hockey family is like, people taking care of each other like that. What vivid memory here from Crookston. Otters right now trying to get their 10th win of the year here. They're 9-11, 7-2 in the Central Lakes, 4-1 in Section 6A. Crookston, they're 5-15 right now. Again, the Otters will have to kill a penalty here to start this period out, so it's going to be a huge deal here. It could be a huge momentum boost for either team if the Pirates score or if the Otters kill it off. So it's a huge time here for the Otters here. All right, here we go. Hannah Johnson, Avery Tonneson, Shea Katzenmeyer, and Kinsey Zender. All right, we got 17 minutes on the clock. We're going to play some hockey. That concludes our Minnesota Motor period break. The Otters win the draw and they clear it. Not deep enough, but into the Crookston zone. Vignes will go back after it. Now to LaPlante. Poke checked away by Hannah Johnson, but LaPlante's going to gain the zone. Look out for 6. LaPlante walking in, shooting, misses wide right. Good, hard, low shot on the ice. I'm very impressed by LaPlante. Pass down to Hershey. Hershey below the goal line, 8th grader. Hershey out to the point to LaPlante. She'll rip one. That's going to be deflected below the goal line. Katzenmeyer tried to get after it there. Shea down in the corner. He's going to get it and clear it. Oh, and it just gets out towards center ice where it's knocked down there by Garrett, the defenseman. Vignes back to LaPlante. LaPlante over the line. Good job by Hannah Johnson getting a stick on her. Then Katzenmeyer circles it back. Puck below the goal line here. Hershey with the puck now. Backhands it to LaPlante below the goal line. Out front, Hannah Johnson's there to pick it off, but the Otters just get it out of the zone here. Hannah will get off. Ashlyn Wohlers comes on. 30 seconds left in the one-man advantage. LaPlante with the puck below the goal line. Still with it. LaPlante circles the wagons. Still with the puck. Walks in. Shot there. Tipped out of there by Juergens. And then the Otters do get a clear. Big clear there. That could do it there. Ashlyn Wohlers going to hustle heck after it. Good job by Ashlyn. Huge play by Wohlers. And here comes Vignes. We got to watch out. Comes speed through neutral. Vignes over the line. Rips one. Good stick by Zierden, though, as Brooke gets on top of that one. Vignes comes away with a puck in the corner. Sends it out to the near side. That's going to pop out to neutral ice onto the stick of Demira. Then the puck picked up by Brindley Scholl. Brindley walks in. Shot. She gets a pipe. Oh, my. Scholl had picked off a pass and then gets a pipe. The other direction comes Abel. Shot there. Save made by Juergens. And we're going to have a slash here on Maddie Brimhall. So that is going to go back on the kill here. So Brimhall with a slash at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. The others go back on the kill. So 14:55 to go. There must have been a slash behind the play. So Maddie Brimhall in the penalty box, and the Otters going to go back on the kill here. Tonneson and Johnson, Katzenmeyer, and Zender. Face-off won by Crookston. Along the half wall to Hershey. Played over in the corner. Picked up by LaPlante. LaPlante with a puck in the corner. LaPlante will pull it back now. Going to give it out to, no, still with the puck. LaPlante with the puck. Walks in. Rips a shot. Save made. Rebound and a save made by Juergens. Oh, my goodness. So a shot by Vignes and a rebound attempt. Great play by Olivia Juergens there that comes over. The save is made with the pad. And we will get a face-off in the Otter defensive zone. So a big play there by goaltender Olivia Juergens. Ashlyn Wohlers is on along with Aubrey Nelson. Draws one. Vignes with a shot. Good stick by Nelson. DeBrito will pick it up. Rachel behind the net. Strong on the puck. Out to the wing to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey's going to chip it. Aubrey's going to get clear. Ashlyn Wohlers hustling after it. Abrams comes in after it. Plays it into the corner. Here's Wohlers with the puck. She'll circle it back out. Drops it for Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey rips a shot. That's going to go wide right. Comes out to Zierden. Zierden will send one on. Puck is loose, but Abrams gets on top of that one. So good job there by the Otter penalty crew of Aubrey Nelson and Ashton Wohlers, Brooke Zierden and Rachel DeBrito. Now Hannah Johnson, Avery Tonneson, Shea Katzenmeyer, and Kenzie Zender on for Fergus Falls. 1:05 left to kill in the penalty here for Fergus Falls. Face off. Sent in by Katzenmeyer. Tonneson below the goal line. Sends it up front to Johnson. Shot there. Rebound. Save. Made. 2 saves there as Hannah had a couple opportunities. Puck played below the goal line. Out to Brecken. Good job by this penalty crew as well. Killing. Up the right side. Brecken. Poke checked away nicely. Otters doing a good job. Puck sent in. Hannah's going to hustle after it. On Brecken. Puck along the near half wall. Played out. Hannah put some pressure on. Zierden will play it in. And the goaltender Abrams is going to drop it there. Aubrey Nelson is on with Wohlers. Puck out to neutral. 19 seconds left in the power play opportunity for the Pirates. Good play by Aubrey Nelson. Messing things up there. LaPlante will gain the zone. LaPlante with a puck. Sends a shot on. Rebound cleared out of there nicely by DeBrito. Aubrey Nelson's going to circle it back. She'll send it. And it's going to go on goal. The Otters are on full strength. Took a weird hop. Abrams will keep the puck alive. Oh, Hannah just about picked off a pass there at neutral ice. Oh, and then Brindley Scholl came on, and the Otters were off sides here. We're going to face off here in the in the neutral zone here. Otters out shooting Crawlers right now, 21-15. They were tied 3-3. Hannah Johnson on the draw here against Bartram. Going to be played in. Line the goal. Vignes with a puck, plays it out to neutral. Sent back in by Kinsey Zender. And after it for the Pirates will be Abel in the corner. And the goal line. See if the Otters can dig it out of there. Johnson working with Nelson. Kind of a 4-car pile up there in the corner. Who's going to come out with it? Battle there for the puck. That takes a lot of energy down there. Aubrey Nelson kicks it out. Hannah Johnson sends it out to the point. Katzenmeyer, shot there, save, rebound loose. And goaltender Abrams gets on top of that one with 12:03 to play and a 3-3 score here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. So 3-3 is our score. Brindley Scholl will take the draw, or Brindley Harris, pardon me. Brindley Harris with a puck now, sends it in front of the net, looking for Katie Berggren. Katie's there, sends it out to the point. Zender sends one on net. That's tipped, and the Otters score! I think it went off of Brindley Harris. 4-3 Fergus Falls. We'll take a look at that one on replay or describe it. Berggren got it out to Zender, and it was tipped. It must have been Harris out front. Or was it Dirkman? It must be Ella Dirkman. So Fergus Falls, Dirkman with the goal. Otters go up 4-3. Time of this goal is going to be 5:08 of the period. So Ella Dirkman for the Otters. That is her first of the year. And we'll get the assists on that one. Should be Berggren and also Zender. That's the way it should be. Otters go up 4-3. Dirkman tipped it out front. So Harris, Dirkman from Harris, okay. Otters send it in. I thought maybe Zender and should have got an assist possibly as well. Otters go up 4-3 now on the Park Region scoreboard. Played out to neutral ice. We have to hustle after it. There's going to be no ice there. Played in the corner, picked up by Hershey. Hershey out to the point. Otters going to pick it up. Here's Brindley Scholl. She's going to accelerate up the right side. Poke checked away. Scholl will get back on there. Wohlers had to check back up, and then Maddie Brimhall dumps it in. So Otters up 4-3 on the Ella Dirkman goal. Puck line the goal line to the near side. Out with it now at neutral ice. Brimhall taps it out to Katzenmeyer. Tried to get it ahead, and it's picked off. Look out, Vignes. And it's poke checked away from her. Sent back in. It's got to be offsides. There's the whistle. Took a while to get the whistle out, but an offsides call on Thief River Falls. So Harris assisting, and Dirkman with the goal here, her first of the year. 4-3 Otters. Anna Johnson will take the draw here against Aubrey Bertram. Puck sent in behind goaltender Juergens. Picked up by Zender. Zender plays it ahead. Try to go rink wide with it. Puck out neutral. Near side, Hannah Johnson will backhand it in. Going after it now is Garrett. Garrett in the corner, bothered by Hannah Johnson. In comes Avery Tonneson. Crookston plays it out now to neutral ice. Away with the puck, here comes Bartram right below us here. Zender's there to meet Avery Tonneson. Right side pass, tried to get it to Hannah Johnson. Hannah will send it in. Otters will get a change here. 10 minutes left to go in the game. Otters lead it 4-3 on the Dirkman tip out front. Pass picked off there by Katie Bergren momentarily. Crookston now plays it in over the lines, picked up by DeBrito. Here's Rachel with the puck. DeBrito with a full head of steam, sends it ahead. Dirkman will tap it in. Ella will hustle back after it. She'll do battle there with Brecken. Good job by Dirkman, below the goal line. Ella will send it out to the point to DeBrito. Rachel had a stick. Oh, LaPlante got a stick on that one. Then an offsides call on the Otters. Well, LaPlante just got a stick and a breakaway there. 9:27 to play here in the hockey game. And the Otters lead it by a score of 4-3. First line for Crookston, third line for the Otters. Up the right side with it now is Hershey. Hershey with the puck. Shot hits the side of the net. Hershey with the puck sends it out to the point to Brecken. Played below the goal line. DeBrito is there. Here's Rachel with the puck. Sends it off the half wall. No ice, it was tipped. Got a broken stick on the ice. There lays $250 at neutral ice. Not when it's broke. LaPlante with it now. Emma LaPlante still with the puck. Circles back. Ashton Wohlers had it momentarily. Hershey with a shot. That's blocked by Kinsey Zender. Zender ahead of Wohlers. Ashton Wohlers up the right side. She'll accelerate. Takes below the goal line. Sends it out front, but it was tipped out of their backhand net by Wangan. Pretty good pace here now. Down to 8.5 minutes to play. Maddie Brimhall right in front of the Crookston bench. In comes Brinley Scholl. And away with the puck comes Vignes. Adley Vignes walks in. Rips one over the top of the net. Puck pops out to neutral ice, where it's picked up here by number 12, Garrett. Garrett will gain the zone. Garrett below the goal line, loses the puck. It pops out to the far side, picked up by Hannah Johnson. Here's Hannah up the left side. Hannah accelerates. Got Aubrey Nelson with her. Passes off to Aubrey. Aubrey with a backhand. Save made. Hannah Johnson comes in, rips a shot. Rebound, puck is loose. Aubrey Nelson out to the point to Zierden. Zierden with a shot. That's going to go into the corner. Aubrey Nelson with a puck. Has Hannah in the high slot. Oh, she's checked. There we go. Otters are going to get a power play. Let's score one, though. Zierden with a puck now. Zierden out front to Hannah. Hannah turns, gets it in her feet. And the Pirates touch it, but the Otters are going to go on the power play. So Crookston to the box. It's number 15, Wangan with a body check. So 15, Wangan with a body check at 9:25 of the period. All right, here we go. Should be nice to get a little cushion on here. Hannah Johnson will take the draw here against LaPlante. Otters are going to control the draw. Hannah Johnson in the corner with LaPlante. LaPlante's going to come out with it, though. Out towards neutral. LaPlante at center ice. Plays it ahead. Otters lead it 4-3. DeBrito after it. Here's Rachel, the puck behind the net. Rachel's going to skate it. She's going to gain the zone. DeBrito, high slot area, rips a shot, and the save is made by Abrams. Good job there for by DeBrito. Got a goal in the game. Avery Tonneson with a pair, and then Ella Dirkman with a goal. That equals 4. Otters up 4-3 here with 7:07 to play. Otters are going to win the draw. DeBrito picks up the puck, controls it, sends it below the goal line over to the far side. Picked up, kept in by DeBrito at the point. There's Rachel over to Zierden, sends it out front. Vignes after it. Hannah Johnson in the corner, sends it out to Rachel. Rachel keeps it in. Over to Zierden. Here's Zierden with the puck now. Zierden down the corner. Tonneson, they'll ring the boards. Hannah will pick it up in the corner. Johnson, down low to Tonneson. Oh boy, Hannah was going to the net. Comes back, shot, save made, rebound, Zierden. Good given goal there. Some good playmaking there by the Otters, though. Like to see that. Good puck movement. And then Zierden comes in, gets an opportunity here. So the Otters still have 54 seconds left in the one-man advantage with 6:29 to play, and the Otters lead it 4-3 on the Park Region scoreboard. Hannah's going to win the draw, Maddie Brimhall, pardon me. Got 3 on the puck there. It's going to be picked up by Zierden. Zierden out to Hannah Johnson in the slot. Hannah trying to pick it up there. It comes out. Kept in by DeBrito. Plays over to Zierden. Zierden with a 1-T. That's going to be picked up by LaPlante. Here's LaPlante over the line. Walks in. Toe drag. Shot. Save made by Juergens. Good play by Juergens. Otters after it now. They got 23 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Hannah Johnson's going to gain the zone. Up the right side. Johnson with it now. Bumped off the puck. Tapped over the far side. Picked up by Kinsey Zander. It's going to pop out of the zone. To the near side. Brindley Scholl back checking. Sent back in. 5:38 to play. Otters lead it 4-3 on the Park Region scoreboard. Zander will pick it up. Kinsey out to neutral. Ashton Wooler's trying to get after it there. Over the line. Shot there. Save made by the Otters. Puck picked up by Katzenmeyer. Shea will circle it back behind the goal. Zender's going to pick it up now. Bothered behind the net there by number 15, Wangan. Comes into the corner. Pirates now try to play it out to the point. Otters need to get it clear here. They do so. Here's Brindley Scholl. 3-on-2 possibility. Brindley send it over to Wohlers. Wohlers going to pull it back out. Here's Ashton with it. Now to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey sends one on, and Abrams makes the save here with 4:54 to play. And a 4-3 lead here for Fergus Falls. 4:54 to play. 4-3. Otters with the lead here. That Dirkman go-ahead goal on the tip out front. Puck played below the goal line. Here's Emma Dirkman with the puck. Behind the goal line. It's going to curl back in. Dirkman sends it out front, looking for Berggren. In comes Zierden to keep the puck alive. Now Vignes, look out for number 6. Vignes is going to scoop it up. At neutral ice, Vignes will gain the zone. Vignes with the puck below the goal line. Still with it. She's going to turn and fire. Puck out high. It's loose and it's tapped in. There's no goal. High stick. I think they're going to say it was a high stick. Yep, it was a hand pass. And so it was a hand pass. There you can see it on the instant replay. Came up high, and so no goal. No goal here, so they'll bring it back down into the Otter offensive zone here with 4:22 to play. Otters catch a break there. Boy, when Vignes gets the puck, you got to just know where she's at. 4:22 to play here. Hannah Johnson, Avery Tonneson, Aubrey Nelson out, along with Kinsey Zender and Shea Katzenmeyer. Hannah's going to take the draw here against LaPlante. Otters going to win the draw. Hannah Johnson, shot, save made, rebound, front of the net. They're going to go here. Hannah's had a good game, just puck out to neutral ice. Oh, way offsides. There we go. We got a good spot here. So an offsides call here with 4:08 to play. Otters lead it by a score of 4-3. Now you get pucks deep and just keep grinding here. Face off won by Hannah. Here's Johnson. The right side, she's going to send it below the goal line. Go on the forecheck. She'll pick it up below the goal line. Comes around side of the net. Comes out to Zender. Zender rips one. That's going to be blocked. Zender out high. Sends it out the front of the net. And got to credit Hannah. She's battling out in front of the net there. Usually tied up and kind of worked over there. And looks like we're going to get a timeout taken by Crookston. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. We'll come back with more right after this.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Welcome back. Again, Lake Region Healthcare brings us our timeout. The Pirates taking a timeout. The Otters lead it by a score of 4-3. There you see, if you're listening, 29 shots on goal for the Otters, 18 for Crookston. We have 3:46 to play. And the Otters are going to get a face-off in the offensive zone. We'll keep an eye on the goaltender, Maddie Abrams. Be sure nice to get an insurance goal here. So Hannah Johnson will take the draw here against Emma LaPlante. And the Otters are going to control the draw. Nope, it's going to be Zierden keeps it in. Oh, right side pass for Hershey. Hershey. Good play by DeBrito. Nice play by Rachel. Good defensive play. Puck back of the net. Over to the near side. And one of the Crookston players went hard into the boards. And so we have the coach or trainer coming out here in a block stoppage of play brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare as LaPlante is back up. And so LaPlante back up, so good to see that. And there shouldn't be any, see where the puck will end up at here. So 3:24 to play here. She lost an edge and just went into the board hard, so face-off will be out here at neutral ice. Hannah Johnson, Avery Tonneson, Aubrey Nelson. I want to be a fan right here, too. I just want to yell, let's go, girls, you know. And the puck picked up now by Vignes. She's going to just take towards the net. Vignes walks in, shot high, wide right of the net. 3:12 to play in the period. Battle along the half wall over there. Shot there, blocked by Hannah Johnson. Vignes gets it. Puck over to the far side. DeBrito with it. Rachel sent it around the board. See if Tonneson can get it over there, and the Otters can get it clear here. Vignes sends it back below the goal line. Down to 2:55 to play. Aubrey Nelson sends it out towards neutral ice. Hannah Johnson's going to hustle after it. And an icing call. That's what I like about junior and the pro is you got to make people work for those. If you beat him to the dots, it's your puck. Line change here for Fergus Falls with 2:46 to play. As Maddie Brimhall, Brindley Scholl, and Ashton Wohlers come on. Defensively, it's Katzenmeyer and Zender. Draw is going to be one. Shot, quick shot, went the LaPlante to the near side. Ashton Wohlers will scoop it back to Maddie Brimhall. Maddie will backhand it to Katzenmeyer. No, Wohlers is going to pick it up. Tried to get it out to Katz. Keep an eye on the goaltender, Abrams. Played over to the far side. Brindley Scholl. Not out, though. Kept in by LaPlante. LaPlante right in front of the Otter bench. And she'll send it out. Good job by Scholl, and then she's brought down. They're going to let him play here now. Sent in here. Berggren comes out along with Harris. Puck out at neutral. Played back in over the line. Picked up here now by Bergeron in after it, and then it's sent back in there by Zierden. Minute 54 to play. Puck picked up by Vignes, looking to stretch the ice, sends it around the boards. Picked up there by Demerara. Vignes, right side. Vignes walks in, high slot, looking for a shooting lane. Shot blocked by Zierden. Great play by Zierden. Abrams still in net. Puck is loose in the slot, and we're going to get a whistle here with minute 29 to play here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Defensive zone draw for the Otters, a must-win here. And now they're going to take the goaltender out and get a sixth attacker on. So huge if you can win the draw here. 6 Pirates, 5 Otters, and the goaltender Juergens. Hannah Johnson will take the draw against LaPlante. Minute 29 left in the game. Shot there over to the far side. Avery Tonneson trying to pitchfork it out. Kept in. Played below the goal line. Then out to neutral. That might go. It's going to be just a bit wide of the net. And so they'll bring it back into the Otter D zone here with a minute 15 to play. 4-3 in favor of the Otters here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Here we go, face-off. Hannah Johnson against LaPlante. Big face-offs here. This time Hannah's going to win the draw. It's going to go back behind the net. Comes out front into the slot. They wheel, turn, and Juergens makes the save. Oh my, Olivia Juergens comes up with a big save there for the Otters. Otters won the draw, but it popped back out. And Olivia made a nice save on that one. 1:07 to play now. Johnson against LaPlante. Hannah's going to win this draw. Kicks it back to Kinsey Zender. Here's Kinsey with a puck. Kinsey trying to get it out. Pops out to neutral. Here's Hannah. Oh, Hannah Johnson had to take it away by LaPlante. LaPlante over the line. Here comes the Crookston. Shot there left of the net. 50 seconds to play now in the hockey game. Out to Vignes. She loses an edge. Shot blocked by, there's another backdoor attempt. Puck is loose. Great play by Tonneson. Down to 39 seconds to go. Hannah Johnson's going to get it ahead to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey racing towards the net. An empty netter. Johnson finds Nelson, and it's 5-3. So Hannah won the puck battle, got it ahead to Nelson, and the Otters are up 5-3 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Good job. Hannah got it to Aubrey, and Aubrey finished. And for Aubrey Nelson, that is her 5th of the year. Here comes Vignes. Shot there. That's going to be blocked. 18 seconds to go. Nelson from Johnson, and it's a 5-3 lead here for the Otters. Down into 5 seconds to go. And that is going to about do it. Puck played into the zone. The Otters are going to get their 10th win of the year. 5-3 Fergus Falls on the Ottertail Telcom Park Region telephone scoreboard. Shots on goal. Fergus Falls 30, Crookston 19. And a good win here for the Otters on the road, heading up Highway 9. Hard-fought battle. This Crookston team fought hard. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game show.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Crookston Sports Center. The Otters win it here by a score of 5-3. Emma Dirkman gets a game-winning goal at 5:08 of the period. A tip out front off a shot from the point. from Zierden, and then it was tipped by Brindley Harris, and then tipped by Dirkman. So a nice goal there for Emma, her first of the year at 5:08. That ends up being the game winner. Let's recap the scoring in the first period. Fergus Falls at 3:04 of the period. It's an unassisted goal, and it is the 5th of the year for Avery Tonneson. Made it 1-0. And then Crookston at 7 minutes of the period. It's the 3rd of the year for Rylan Abel. Abel gets the goal. The assist goes to Ava Martin. That made it 1-1. And then Fergus Falls at 9:36 of the period. It's Rachel DeBrito's 7th of the year. And for Rachel, that was a power play goal assisted by Brooke Zierden. And it was 2-1 after the first period of play. And Fergus Falls outshot Crookston in the first period, 10-3 in that. And then Crookston adds 2 goals to start out the second period. At 4:02 of the period, it's Emma LaPlante's 11th of the year, an unassisted goal. And then Crookston at 8:25 of the period, it was number 6, Adley Vignes, her 16th of the year. That made it 3-2 Crookston. Then the Otters tie it up late in the period at 14:17 of the period, and it is the 6th of the year for Ava Martin, and that was a unassisted goal. It made it 3-3. So shots on goal after 2 periods of play, 17-11 in favor of Fergus Falls. Get to the third period, and Emma Dirkman and Brindley Harris out in front of the net. Zierden puts a shot on for the point, and Harris tips it, and then Dirkman tips it. It goes into the back of net, and it's the game winner. So 4-3 the score in that one. And then Fergus Falls at 16:29 of the period. It's an empty net goal, 5th of the year for Aubrey Nelson, and Hannah Johnson won a puck battle along the board, sent it up to Aubrey, and Aubrey found the back of the net, made it 5-3. And there was just 30 seconds left in the game. The Otters weathered the storm. Final shots on goal, 30 for Fergus Falls and 19 for Crookston. So goaltender Olivia Jorgens gets the win, her 7th of the year, and she stopped 16 of 19 shots. And goaltender Madeline Abrams ended up stopping 25 of 30 in this one. But the Otters outshoot the Pirates 30-19. So good win for the Otters as they head now Thursday to take on Brainerd and up at Essentia Health Sports Center. So we look forward to that one. We'll take a break and we'll name our Toyota Quality Player of the Game. And we'll see if we talk to head coach Vattenstall tonight or not. If he gets up to the press box here, we shall see. But right now, we're going to take a break, come back with our Quality Player of the Game.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Hey, we're back here, and they're doing something kind of neat here. They're kind of talking to all the seniors who are out at center ice here for the Crookston. It was their senior night here tonight. And now time to name our Toyota Quality Player of the Game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics is your apparel source for personalized printed or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics in Fergus Falls at 998-4027. Our Quality Player of the Game tonight is going to be Emma Dirkman. She gets the game-winning goal here tonight for the Otters. So Emma getting the game-winning goal here for Fergus Falls. And the Otters, again, win it by a score of 4-3, but a great performance tonight by Avery Tonneson. And goaltender Olivia Jorgens made some huge stops late in the game in this one. But again, Emma Dirkman is our Quality Player of the Game tonight. So the Otters get their 10th win of the year. So super excited for the Lady Otters here winning 5-3 on the road as we turn our sights now towards Brainerd. We'll take another break as our post-game show continues.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Welcome back here to Crookston. The Otters win it by a score of 5-3. They get a pair of goals from Avery Tonneson and one from Rachel DeBrito, and also one from Emma Dirkman and an empty netter from Aubrey Nelson. And so the Otters putting 5 in the back of the net tonight. That was good to see here for Fergus Falls. Want to remind you, coming up Thursday night, it'll be 5 o'clock puck drop as the Lady Otters take on the Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors. That'll be on AM 1250 KBRF, also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF Radio YouTube channel. Then following that, the boys will play at about 7 o'clock, 7:15 or so. And then other hockey action coming up on Friday night. The Otter boys will host Alexandria on 977. It's also a streamed game. And then Saturday, we'll be back up here in Crookston where the Otter boys will take on the Crookston Pirates. That's a 3:30 puck drop, and pregame show at about 3:15. I don't know if Coach Vonsal is going to make it up here or not. We shall see. I think we're going to wrap it up here, David. We're going to wrap it up here, but a good win for the Otters as they get their 10th win of the season. They go to 10-11 on the season. Good win here on the road. Thanks to Dave Bishop, our game site engineer and cameraman. And I'll be driving home tonight. I think that'll be my responsibility. Dave got us here safely. We'll see how it goes on the way home. But Otters win it 5-3. Everybody have a good night and a great rest of the week.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRF Radio sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region timeout. The